It's John from over60smenshealth.com, and welcome to this talk. This talk is about cleaning your pineal gland. So, amazingly, well, I don't know if it's not that hard, but it's really doable. Obviously, first would be your diet. You really don't want to be eating food that will calcify your pineal gland. So you just want to be drinking good water. You want to be off processed foods. And that may be really hard for some people, but it's not as hard as you think. Just eat meat and veg, or if you don't want meat, eat veg. Excuse me. So I've just stopped all the processed stuff completely, and it wasn't. Well, I do live in a village, a small rural village, and you can't get all the stuff. Although I do go to a big supermarket in a town, 45 minutes away, maybe once a month to get pet food, and they do have really good olives there, as it happens, and I can get organic tahini and different things, organic coffee. So, there's supermarkets have their place, but off the processed foods, because they're generally designed to make us unhealthy. I know it's hard to believe, but all that stuff, you don't want all those preservatives and chemicals and all that in your body. It's going to calcify your pineal gland. So, now, I read this in a very, very good book, which I'm going to heartily recommend. It's a Tantric Path to High Consciousness, and it's called Jewel in the Lotus. Really good book. Not to be confused, it's Saraswati Sarangi? I can't remember, but there's another one with the same title by Alan Edwards. Not that one. It's the one by the two Indian authors, Saraswati Sarangi, I think, and Bodhi. I can't remember. However, if you find the cover, it's a couple in a tantric sex position, sitting in a lotus, a purple cover. Anyway, I got it from there, and I think it worked a treat. And what I'm going to share with you is the way I managed to do it, because I couldn't find an easy way to do this. So, to clean your pituitary gland, it says in this book, you have to get your breathing down to 8 breaths a minute. Okay, so you're just sitting there breathing and timing yourself. Okay. To clean your pineal gland, 4 breaths a minute. So that's a breath every 15 seconds. Now, I've found sitting there and breathing in that way, I found it really difficult. It shouldn't be, but it just was. I just kept feeling I was running out of breath. So it didn't work that well for me. But then, I became a Nichiren Buddhist. Nichiren Buddhist is the Japanese school of Buddhism that is based on the mantra Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, which is the expression of the Lotus Sutra. Chapter 13, the Lotus Sutra, is the ideal expression for the ability or the possibility or potential, which is very quantum, to be Buddha in your own lifetime. All the traditional schools, Mahayana schools, and Dhyana, I think that's the name, they're all about being a monk virtually and working all your life, and then you're lucky when you die you might pass into Buddhahood. You could become Bodhisattva or then become Buddha. I don't really go in too much for dogma, so any school that has too much, which is one of the reasons I left this school, just had too much stuff to read. I don't get in all that. I just think life's about simple, connecting to nature, doing what's right, thinking what's right, and following the path of truth, honesty and love, and all the other stuff is just words, really. They're someone's idea of a way to keep you in their school. I have had a cynical side. Anyway, I'm not going to go into any of that. It was wonderful, and I got a lot from using that chant. So the idea about chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo is not only do you connect with the vibrational source to the Lotus Sutra, to all that is, but it said it cleans your karma, and I needed my karma cleaned. I've done some very unnice things in my life and said some very unnice things in my life. And I needed a lot of karma cleaning, and it wasn't only mine. I had ancestral karma to deal with, which is one of the reasons I think I was drawn to this Greek island where my father was born. And that is part of our path. We're eternal light beings, source energy light beings, and our karma is long. Our karmic path is a long path, because in all the different embodiments we do lots of things. Anyway, I wanted to clean my karma, and I wanted to get my breathing down to 4 minutes, and this mantra was brilliant. So I really recommend this way to do it. I did it for 6 months for an hour, and I'm telling you now, I actually truly believe my heart and hearts. The vibration I get when I meditate, I get a really big vibration pressure. It's vibration. It buzzes like anything in my third eye. Could be my pineal gland blood buzzing. Could be my Ajna chakra, my third eye buzzing. I have no idea which. But it's an extremely pleasant buzz, and I feel it's really connecting me to the unity field, the unity conscious, the quantum, the ether, the great mystery. Who knows what's going on out there? I don't try to dwell too much on it. But it works for me, and I do want to share it because I think it'll work for you too. So it's easy. All I did is I had a timer down there. So I did so deep breath. Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, 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 Nam-myoho. That was my first breath. That was 18, 20 seconds, maybe more, because I was watching the timer on the video on the phone. So that's all I did. Now I chanted every day 5 years, but for a period I did an hour a day because I wanted to do some serious karma cleaning, and we were working hard on world peace because it was just after the world healing. It was just after the so-called pandemic, and we knew a lot of people were hurting. There was lockdowns and all sorts of things. So we chanted in our particular group in North London. We chanted for an hour a day. I don't know if everyone did it, but I did. I had a sort of an app that had a time counter on it, so I could do all that. I found that really, really worked for me in two ways. I had kind of spiritual practice. I did a karma clean, and I got my breathing down to 4 times a minute for 6 months. You know, it was really good. It was really good, my friends. So I heartily recommend that you, if you want to do it, now you don't need to do it for an hour. I'm just that kind of man. You can do it for any time you want. I would recommend a minimum of 20 minutes. 20 minutes seems to be this magical number. There are plenty of YouTube videos where this chanting is on a repeat, and you can chant along with it, which is a nice sound to chant to, can I say, because I was in the men's group. I was in the whole group, but there was a men's group in North London, and there was a lot of men. We had, 20 men sometimes to a meeting. Can I say, when 20 men are in a not too big living room, and all go Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, Nam-myoho Renge-kyo, Nam-myoho Renge-kyo. It's just the most amazing thing. The energy, you're just getting tingles in the back of your neck. It's like a wild horses are galloping through the room. It is just this wonderful thing. So you can tell I loved it. I just loved it. There was a whole load of bollocks attached to it, and I just don't go in for bollocks, really. So that's it, my friends. Clean your pineal gland, get your breathing down to 4 times a minute. Do it for at least a few months, And when you join that to your meditation, which you'll see in another video, I have another video in here somewhere, where it tells you how to meditate, and that will hopefully make you feel a whole lot more connected to all that is. Oh, if you like this, please do me a favour and press the like button, subscribe and share, and if you have any comments or questions to give me, please do. I'd love to get them, and hopefully we'll answer them in not too a tardy manner. Anyway, thanks very much. Goodbye from Over 60s Men's Health.